Sorry, I'm trying to go live, but like, do my thing. Okay, yeah, some of you know that I've been like getting into Hasanabi on YouTube lately. Some really fucking great commentary. I just got a notification that he covered the footage on the Nazi march in DC, and he's pointing out that they're all fucking masked. They're all masked, despite the fact that they're like trying to commit to this whole "I need my freedoms," right? Um, okay, let me see. What can I actually say about this? Because I have to. I don't think that I'm under an NDA, and I think this is long enough ago. God, oh God, I'm scared. I'm a little scared about sharing knowledge I have. I'm a little scared about sharing knowledge that I have. Many of you know that I worked for an identity and security company, right? I'm going to try and be very, God, okay. What can I share with you? Um, I worked for an identity and security company that sold um, fingerprinting systems, iris scans, facial recognition technology to primarily police enforcement agencies, like throughout the country, abroad, and also the FBI, right? Like, that's why I know a lot about like the cloud systems and stuff too, like what the contracts were, and that's why I know like the Amazon thing was that 600, what was it, 600 billion for Amazon. That's why I know that these things are actually connected to actually the cloud systems, and it's like government stuff. I have this knowledge, but there's only so much I'm allowed to disclose. Though the more we move into the future, the more I can actually tell you, because I'm less bound by these disclosures, because they're not indefinite. Like they don't go on forever, right? So there are things that I know, and this is probably why I'm somewhat of a mystery to a lot of people in politics, is that I actually do have some knowledge that I'm not allowed to disclose. But I have a chronic runny nose. Um, so Hassan Abi is covering this thing, and he's talking about how the Nazis are marching on Washington, and they're all covering their faces, despite the fact that they're supposedly anti-maskers, right? This much I know. Can I disclose this or not? I'm not even sure if I can disclose this. Let me think about how I can say this. I wrote several proposals for facial recognition technology to various police agencies in the DC area that were all shit canned when Trump got elected. We literally had these proposals in the works. I'm trying to be super careful so I don't like get fucking sued. We had all these proposals in the works, and as soon as Trump got elected, because they totally expected Hillary to get elected, y'all, they totally expected her to get elected. As soon as he got elected, they shit canned every one of those fucking proposals I put forward, and they're like, not a problem now. Like, we're not gonna focus on this bullshit anymore. Dude, I had like 5 proposals in the works that all got shit canned. So yes, there are people in the background who like try and thwart your efforts, right? But maybe that was a Trump thing. Maybe that was a Trump thing. Like he didn't want that or something. But that was literally like something that we were in the works with, and I don't know if it finally went forward because there was an entire team of proposal writers. Somebody else might have taken up the task to like close the deal. So I would wager this much. There is a shit ton of facial recognition technology going on in DC. There's a shit ton of it. And the fact that these Nazis are covering their faces, despite the fact that they're like, my freedoms, they know. They know this is happening. And I know it's happening because I worked for a company that actually provided the technology. Can't even. But I think I can say that much because I'm not going into details of like actual clients and like what it was specifically. But yes, there's a shit ton of facial recognition technology in DC.